I did not get gas before I left. I decided that last night where I was talking and thinking about it and going, no, I'll stop along the way. Got a little less than a half a tank. It says 130 miles. Our next stop, Lyman, is 87. If I feel like it along the way, I'll stop if I have to pee or I want to get food. I have not yet decided. This is how we're doing this trip. It is a free whatever I feel like doing. I will say I checked right before I left. The location that was sent as there were two and one I know for sure was recommended, and I thought I put it on the list, but I checked and it's like up north from Lyman. I don't know if I want to add that much extra time to get back down because there's another spot along 70 that is also recommended as a thing to stop. I don't know. We'll see. I'll decide that in the next hour and a half. Maybe I'll hit one up on the way back and one on the way there. Anyway. Ten a.m. and we are approaching Lyman, Colorado. We'll be there momentarily where I will stop for gas. It's a little early for me to be looking for food. I've been snacking a bit. I would love to find a drugstore, maybe a convenience store, something along the lines there to get the jerky out of my teeth because I bought some very cheap jerky as road snacks and there's some in my teeth and it's bothering me. So, a little floss stick or something like that would be nice. A couple other things I've thought of. Generally, having a good time. I was thinking about how long it's been since I did a road trip. That last one wasn't really, but, it's been a while. It's been a long while since I've spent a good amount of time in the car. Let's see, I got a mile and a half. We'll be here. This is the exit. Looks like we have a couple of options. Oh, Flying J. That's nice. I haven't been to a Flying J in years. We used to do that on all of our road trips. So that might be where I stop for gas. It's going to be expensive. But, I think the last time I was on a road trip that actually lasted a while, not that one to Ward, Colorado last year, which was almost a year ago, and then little ones all around there. I think the last time it was the move from Wyoming to Colorado, because that was kind of a road trip. Up the mountain to down to Denver was a road trip for sure. That took a while, don't get me wrong. Oh, $4.15 for regular, that's not bad. That means it'll be close to $5 for the premium, which is what I need. I don't want an IHOP. Yeah, I think Flying J. I think we stop here. Looks like it's over on the left. Not the most ideal to get to, left and left again, but we'll do it. For the sake of heading to a Flying J, because they usually have stuff inside. I think that'll do. And then, I was thinking about road trips and how long it's been, stuff like that. It's certainly been some time. Drugstore, I'd like to get something to clear my nose. I'm kind of stuffed up right now, which is not ideal. So I guess we're not actually heading into Lyman unless that is the only place I can get to a drugstore, in which case I'll make a road trip. I'd rather be able to breathe sooner rather than later. But I'll stop at the Flying J for the sake of it, because that's a fun thing. Did I ever talk about that? How we traveled the country when I was a very, very young man? And by that I mean a child. By that I mean less than 10 years old. Yeah, there was a lot of that. And we'd always stop at the Flying J because it was a good place to stretch your legs, good place to get out. And you could get a shower if you were a trucker. This might not be the same kind of Flying J, unless the IHOP shares it as well. Oh, yeah, no, okay. It's like a, stop. I should go to a Buc-ee's. I've only heard things about them. Enter, exit. Yeah, we can come up here. We'll get gas first. We are not a truck. We go in here. Remember what side of the tank it's on? Where is my gas tank? I think it's on the... I think it's that side. I think it's the passenger side. I think. Well, there's a bird in front of us. What kind of bird is that? House sparrow. All right. It's premium. $5 on the dot. Ugh. Ugh. Not exactly the ideal time for a road trip, if you know what I mean, but we don't pick them and choose them. And yes, I'm going to wear my vest, which is stupid and funny. I could take it off. I don't want to. But I'm not going to record or anything. So there we are. We're at the Flying J. As you can see, I'm going to get gas. I'm going to look up some things about where I can go. We'll run in here and see if there's anything I can get here that will do what I want it to. And if not, then I will be on my way into Lyman to make a pit stop before I continue going. Classic. Classic. First of all, Flying J has a self-checkout, which I only realized after standing in line for a few minutes, waiting to get to the cashier. Did not need to. Oh well. Yep. Hush, hush. We're good. We're good. We're cool. Turn down the AC. We don't need it just yet. I do need to get these nail clippers out because I've got a little hang, not really a nail, but almost a hang nail. But the skin around it that is bothering me. Not that that matters much. Anyway. Classic, though, was I was getting ready to walk out. There we go. That's better. And the cashier behind the counter goes, "Safe travels." And I went, "Thanks, you too." She's not going anywhere. Not now. Great. Anyway, Lyman, Colorado. I actually wanted to look that up. Because this was one of the stops, and I don't think it was just for gas. $67, I think? $70 for gas? Ooh, pricey. What was the eBird around here? I feel like there was something, and I don't remember what. But I might just skip it, because it's already kind of later in the day. And I'm okay to drive a bit more. I don't really need to stop. The only reason I could do it would be if I was going to tool around here until lunchtime. But our next stop, if I don't feel like stopping here, there is a park, but it's a little one. What? Was there something here? There is a wetlands. Yeah, let's go there. What's the address? Stop that. Lyman, Colorado. That's what I was going to do. I was just going to pull up the Wikipedia and see if there's anything here. It's a statuary town in Lincoln County, Colorado. Population 2,000 as of 2020. It's intersection of 70, 24, 42, 87, and 71, leading it to be dubbed the hub city of eastern Colorado. Yeah, I don't think there's too much else as we go, which is why they had pizza in there. They had other things. The only thing I don't want to get is pizza, because my plan is we meet up at a place. I can say, I'm also thinking about it. It's not that small. Like Ward, Colorado was very small. I'm going to Atwood, Kansas. It's the guy's property. Like, I'll cut that if I have to, but like, I don't think I'm going to have to do that or anything. It's a city, it's a town that's there, it's small. I think I can say that without revealing anything else. So I'm going there, and that's a population of like 1,200 people. It's small, don't get me wrong, that's not a lot, but it's not like Ward, Colorado, which I think had like 50 or 60, definitely less than 100, I think, if I remember correctly. It's been a year since I bothered looking that up. Anyway, what was I looking at for Lyman? I wanted to see a little bit more about the different places, so at least we could talk about it. Population's there. Oh, what's the elevation? 5,300. Where we're going in Kansas gets us down to like 23 or 2,400, I think, if I remember correctly. It's about half of what it is right now, which is considerable. There's going to be a very slight gradual slope over the next few hours. That's for sure. Railroads were the major factor for Lyman's original founding and location. That makes sense. That's cool. Oh no, there was lynching. That's not good. There was a tornado in 1990, a year before I was born. There's tornadoes all over the place. I looked up tornadoes like where I live. Don't do that if you're afraid of tornadoes. It turns out they're all over the place. Yeah, so that's the thing. This is Lyman. I'm going to take a minute and drive through it a little bit. Our next stop, though, after this is not too far away, if I remember correctly. I'm following travel plans. Oh, and it's gone. I was following... See, this is driving me nuts here. Save trips. One trip. Can't find a way there because I'm offline. Travel... Whoop, it was there. Get me back there. Travel plans. Okay, after Lyman, the next place... Sort by... Why would you resort this list? I swear, this is not the way it used to be. It was super easy. We did this not that long ago, and it made it really, really easy to do this. But why is Rocky Mountain on there? It's sorted by distance. Don't do that. Just what's the next one on the list then? Flagler. Okay. Well, we're not going there just yet. God. Driving me nuts. Also, what is this zoom? Stop. This is really bad today. Like, it's zooming in far up further than I want. It was because I was selected on... This is going to drive me nuts. Just, the internet, the phones, the stuff. It's all great. I understand I'm offline. This phone does not have service. Can't get this open. There's the... What was I talking about? It doesn't matter. None of this matters. It's great. If there's one thing I've learned from listening to Hamilton for the last hour and change, however long we've been on the road, it's the reminder of who tells your story, right? Me, I'm telling it. Is it interesting? Probably not. Is it what I'm doing? Yes. Going to continue doing that. I don't know if anybody's going to live or die. It's not really that, necessarily. Come on. Second phone is failing me today, and I realize there's no internet, but it's offline. I should still be able to select something and get directions. That's kind of the point of me being able to do that. Do I shake this? See carton, I already put it away. No, okay. Anyway, I'm going to spray my nose. Hopefully I will be able to breathe a little bit better. I'm going to go on. We're going to hit one more place. We're going to do 2 places, and then I'm going to figure out lunch as I go. Might just be whatever I stop. I said I didn't want pizza. The reason for that is we are meeting up at a location for food in Kansas, where we are there tonight, and we meet up tomorrow night, but I'm on my own for breakfast and dinner, or breakfast and lunch tomorrow. Because I will have my cooler, because I will be out there in the field, the only thing I could think of that was like, well, I know I can get pizza and have pizza with me. I'm fine eating that cold as opposed to anything else. That's probably the best thing I can take, put in a cooler, have at lunchtime, good. So I will order a pizza tonight, regardless of what we go eat for dinner or whatever as a group. That is my plan. So I just don't really want to get pizza for lunch today because that's a lot of pizza. It'll be pizza as like my have whenever food. All right, I'm gonna figure out where this is and get going here. I think I will have to fill up one more time on this trip because, I mean, there's a chance I could push it, but I'd rather not. Theoretically, I have just under 400 miles. No, because it's 300 there. No. Yeah, no. For sure, I will have to fill up one more time, which is expensive. Should have brought the gas card. I have a credit card just to get gas for the most points there. Didn't bring it. Whoops. Anyway. What was I gonna... Oh, I'm in there. So I immediately find the little pharmacy section that's gonna have all the things I want. Yes, it's more expensive, but I wanted to get some nail clippers. I wanted to get something to clear my nose. Oh, that feels so much better almost instantly. I'm old now. I hate it. I'm not even 35. And it's like, oh, you're just going to wake up every day with one mild symptom. You're not sick. I don't think I'm sick. I was sick a month ago, and that started with like, oh, there's a tickle in my throat. That doesn't feel good. And then I spiked a fever. Oh, there's a Taco Bell, there's an Arby's, there's all kinds of stuff I could get here, but I'm just not super, I think I might, I gotta get on 70, really? That's annoying. I was hoping I'd be able to just kind of stay around here in the town. I guess I get back on 70 and then immediately get back off because we're not really in Lyman yet. It did say Lyman was around here, but for as small of a town as it is, that's fine. I don't plan on being here long. If I'm a half hour at this stop, it'll be 11. I mean, I could get food at that point. All right, truck. Appreciate it. I can do this now. Here we go. So I'm in there, right? I find the stuff. I'm looking around. And those are just kinds of things. Everything's really expensive. I expect that to be the case just in general, and then more so because you're at a Flying J rather than like go into a, other kind of store where they're not getting people. Anything right by the interstate will always be higher than if you go slightly off the interstate. I've noticed as I drive past an interstate regularly, and I'm like, yeah, they're more expensive. That's been the case my entire life as far as I know. Like, that's what happens. That, you don't really want to get, it's the further off the road. I just did exactly that. Could I find a pharmacy here? Yes. Could I find like a run in, run out? Not as much. Would it take more time? Yes. Rather than stopping at the Flying J, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm in there. I did get a comment on my vest, but the guy ahead of me, kind of a younger kid, around my age probably or something, he's like, is that for a baby? And I was like, no, it's for binoculars to go bird watching. And he just went, oh. And then turned around. I was like, all right, yep, that's, I don't know what the answer would have been differently if it was for a baby. I don't know. But, whatever. It's a Dollar General. Here we are in the small town of Lyman. It's been around for a while. That was really all I learned about it. That's pretty. Blue building. There's a drugstore. It is 35. There's a supermarket there. This is about what I expect when we get there, only even smaller. Oh, the Loaf and Jug. We had one of those in Wyoming I would go to when I would have to get gas. I never bought a loaf or a jug there. There's the Lyman Motel. It'd be really funny if I'm pronouncing that wrong. If it's actually like, no, it's lemon. Florist and greenhouse, that's cool. I turn here, no parking, another hotel. Onto a dirt road, that's cool. Come down here, we take a left. And there's some fishing ponds. There wasn't really a ton of parks and stuff here, there's just a little bit. Fishing pond. Fishing pond means there could be birds, so I'm gonna take an opportunity to stretch my legs a little bit more than just in that Flying J. Do a little walk around, do a look around. I don't know if I want to take off my coat yet, or not coat, but my light jacket just yet. They're stopped there. Can I pull up around here maybe? Yeah, I feel like I could park right around here probably. Right up to there. All right, I'm gonna get out, do a little walk around, stretch my legs a little bit, and then get back in the car and decide if I get lunch early or if I just go and figure out where, because the next place is not gonna have food. So I'm kind of feeling like I might turn around and head back to that Taco Bell or something. I don't know yet. Figure it out. Binoculars, my baby. Baby. Oh, baby on binoculars. Fishing a bluegill, crappie, largemouth bass, channel catfish. Oh, interesting. All right, what do we have? This is nice. All of it is nice. swallows. Used to have nests here. Well, they still do, but not active, clearly. So otherwise I'd be hearing them. It's like 3 killdeer. Here we go. Hello. Huh. You're not the rump. But I'll take it. That's awesome. That's probably the best photos I've ever gotten of a northern yellow warbler. Little buddy. Oh, he's so small. Nice. Nice. Alright. Almost 11. I will tell you, beneath this, somewhat orangish, kind of reddish, is more orange, if you haven't seen or noticed already. So there's a long sleeve sun hoodie beneath it that I think I'll be changing into when I arrive at the next place, but I'll take off the vest and do the whole thing there. And that'll be what I use for the rest of the day, especially because I don't want the back of my neck sunburned. And the sun hoodie, well, I mean, you know, as the name suggests, it's got a hood. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. This is a good little spot. This was fun. Nice little chance to stretch the legs. We are headed towards a state park next. Or, yeah, state park. Flagler, I believe it's called. It's about 50 minutes, 40 minutes. We'll see which one of these between the two is correct. One of them is extremely outdated and the other one's offline with maps that I saved before. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna do that because I really thought about it and I decided I had 2 choices here. I could play it safe and boring, and I could go to like the Taco Bell or a fast food restaurant that I've had dozens, hundreds of times. Or I could go a little bit past the state park when I'm done there, after I'm done walking around there, and I can go to some travel stop in the town of Siebert, I think it was called, and get fresh made food from something that's not a chain. And it was an easy decision once I realized that was the choice, because it was a matter of, well, fun or boring. And we're on vacation, we should be having fun. This is a trip. There's fun to be had. And there's cameras to charge, which is what I'm about to do now, is set up these things, get some cables out, and get these ones charging. So, that's my plan. We will be going there, not too far. That says 50 miles, that says 40 miles. Again, I think one of them is selected for the park itself, and one of them is selected for the downtown area of that place. So, somewhere between 40 and 50 minutes from now, a good bit more in the Hamilton soundtrack, we will be at our next location. We'll get these things charging. Pretty good trip so far. I'm liking this. This is really the first, like, you know, really the first wildlife road trip. It's kind of and it's not. Like, stopping and doing this right here was pretty cool. I saw a bunch of things. We, you know, the yellow warbler, the northern yellow warbler, is one that I think is really pretty. I'm not saying it like others don't think that, but I do particularly enjoy that. I think that's really cool, and I'm happy to see it. And I got some really good shots because it was right in front of the car as I was walking back up. They don't hold still for long, but I'm pretty sure that those pictures came out well, and I'm happy with that. Hopefully it'll be good, but it's a nice way to break it up so it's not just one drive all the way. And that's why I'm saying it's kind of the first real wildlife drive, is because it's not what I would do before of any kind. I wouldn't just go for this purpose of that and stop and look and do things. And I have much more knowledge. I was able to identify everything I saw immediately, except for the chipping sparrow, which I had to remember. But I knew there was one with red on the head as soon as I saw that. I just had to look to see which one it was. So that was really cool. And yeah, I'm having a good time. It's great. All right, back on the road. Got to get going. It's 11 o'clock. We'll be there around noon. been running with the mount like this all day, but it really doesn't pinch on that. I think my sunshade is a little bit thinner in this car than it was in the last one, so it seems to kind of swing my frontward facing camera. Here is where the road drops off sharply, as it says, and now we're on a dirt road. That's okay. 2.8 miles until we get to Flagler Reservoir, which is a state wildlife area. Very similar to some of the places been to back home. Had to buy a pass for it. Mine was already expired. I think they start up at the end of March or beginning of March. I don't remember, but I bought that and I got the tags and everything for the car here. And by that, I mean, I purchased them the other day, which was not cheap. Was that close to $300 for license plates with the fees and everything like that for the new car? I didn't quite as lucky on that. I had to do that the last car as well when I bought the Mitsubishi. But the first car I got that was new enough that I wasn't just buying it off of a person and it went through a dealership of some kind, they handled it. That was a long time ago. That was more than 10 years ago. What do we have there? Hello. White and Blackbird. Not sure what that was. Yeah, they handled it. They just sent me plates in the mail. They had my address. They had everything for information there. Just didn't have to go, didn't have to apply online, didn't have to do anything. It just showed up and they went, here are your plates, you're taken care of. Didn't have to pay anything for that. It was all included as part of the car buying. They don't do that anymore, I guess, because both of the cars I bought, unless it's just a per place that handles it, I don't know. Doesn't matter. They sent me the title complete. You know, we've done all the paperwork we need to. Now it's up to you to finish filling this thing out. Here's the stuff. And I went online and was able to do it. Thankfully, I did not have to go to the DMV, which was nice. And I was able to order my license plates, which has my state park pass associated with that, because that is considerably cheaper to get there. Last time I looked it up, I think the state park pass, which I believe they had to increase their prices. I know they're being, well, no, the state wouldn't be gutted. It's the national ones that are being gutted. Okay, move, Morning Dove. Just flying right in front of the car. Anyway, state park pass, I think was $60 or $70 for a resident for a year, and getting it through the license plate program, which is opt-in by default. I'm not a fan of that, just to be clear. I really appreciate that they're doing that, but that means people will be buying it without meaning to. But it's only $29 for there, so that's a great deal for me, because I will be using it considerably. That's why I can't go to St. Vrain right now, but I can go to other places. Technically, I don't think I have any state parks on the trip for today. State wildlife area is different. You do need a pass to enter here. Here we are, Flagler State Wildlife Area. Da-doop-a-doop. Maintain hunting rules, boating rules. Don't go there rules. No parking. Come up here. I figured out the car's navigation did not have a way to get me to here by the exit that we took. It wanted me to go all the way down to the next place, 10 miles, turn around, and then come back on a back road, I think, to get up to here. I think I'm going to wind up turning around and going back because I haven't seen any other way to go or anything. Oh, a bathroom. That'll be great. Let's go there first. I do have to pee. Dee-dee-dee-dee. No. And bring our overnight parking. No parking whatsoever. Can I park along here? There was a parking up there. I think I can park along here and no one's gonna mind. I don't see any signs that don't say, don't do that. And there's certainly nobody here. Might not be a whole lot of birds here. There's something in the tree right there I just saw. All right. It looks, oh, the road continues all the way around. Oh, we might, okay. I'm gonna go make a pit stop, then I'll come back. I'll figure out what to do with this camera here. Man, I don't know how to pinch it any tighter than that. I might swap the two. It's not really what I want to do, but I'll probably do that so I can get better shots out the front because that is kind of important. Anyway, pit stop, come back. I'll read the sign, then I'll go maybe back on that road and drive around. Oh no, they said the road was closed. Never mind. No, we're here. That's it. Yeah. There is a road that goes around, but the road is closed. So I'll just walk here and see what we can see. There should be water.
It doesn't really look like it from here, but there should be. Anyway. It's definitely going to be a warmer weekend. I think the high is going to be in the 70s. So it's not going to be unbearably hot, but it is definitely going to warm up. And I'm starting to feel that now. So off goes the outer layer. Thankfully, still have multiple other layers we can do. I do not want to get sunburned, so hood is going to go up. And then vest is going back on. There we go. There we go.